Who's that beautiful little girl?
Here comes the father of the bride.
Yes, indeed. Hey, Jay. Hi, Jay boy.
Hi, Dad.
I love your dress. It's so pretty. And it looks like you have your... She's parking the car.
Look at it. It looks just like Nana's bag.
Where's my sweet
You wanted a video.
There's a hand up there.
How'd it go?
It went smooth as silk. Thanks very much. Come on, hon. We're up here.
Excuse me, I gotta go put on my dress now.
Where are you?
Bye, Jay.
What are you, Evie? What are you going to be in the wedding?
Well, you take over
And I understand you
A ballerina?
I have to use my own discretion.
That's fine. Your own
I'll tell you
discretion's
the
good.
truth. is that-
Mama, turn around. What do you think?
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Here, stand over in front here. How'd your day go? Did you get your hair done?
Sweet.
No.
It's beautiful.
Very pretty.
How can I get my hair done?
We didn't give her enough time at all.
The wedding dinner. This is the head table, right?
She doesn't.
I don't think I'm the last one. Made it smaller.
Oh, I look like somebody's taking pictures.
Lois dear.
Sure, I get the lowest deal.
You know, I miss talking to you on the phone.
Jay said it was such wonderful directions. We thought we'd get,
I spent the day running around St. Pete, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know. And just something was going to happen.
George always he knows that I take him out to very fancy places.
By the way, thanks again.
Right. I would take the glasses off George and Jesse.
Is it open? It's open. But I couldn't find it.
So, where's the bride? He's getting dressed. He's getting dressed in big notes.
And Shelley
Which is
too, are you
fine.
ready?
Sure.
Hi, David.
Do you want us to,
Hello. Can I help you with the...
Hello, David. Hi, Jay. How are you? Hi. How do I look? You look wonderful. World travel, huh? That's nice.
Hi, how are you? I think we've met before.
What's any students like this?
Nice to see you.
That's a good picture, you know that? It really is. Putting building, putting
Hey, George, how you doing? Congratulations.
it together without instructions, so they know how to do it. I mean,
I'm happy to feel like I'm a part of it. I know.
because they wouldn't know that.
Done. This is my big girl. This is Evie's first wedding that she's going to. Are you we had some basic infrastructure. Just about, 10 days and 30 years.
Going to get some cake. I just can't believe all these people pulled together and so much.
I wouldn't say
Rabbi, would you like anything to drink?
Run in this way. And
Joseph.
hold any requirements, they have to be able to hold it.
And older.
These are your vows. Traditional ketubah is very different.
Yes, done.
Sign, does it?
I'm sorry?
I wonder whether immediate relatives are allowed to sign.
We don't need witnesses.
You don't need, you do need witnesses.
No, we don't need witnesses.
For what?
The woman who gave us to us said if you want witnesses, you
Yeah.
may put them down. But
Well,
all
let's
that's
have
really
people sign it
required,
anyway,
that's
because-
fine.
Yeah.
All that's really required
what
is
she
that you
said.
sign it because you've officiated.
Okay.
Whatever makes you happiest is fine with us.
I'll do whatever you
We
want.
are, as they say, easy.
Okay. All right, we'll put this aside for a moment. Okay, here is your Hebrew name. What is your father's name?
My father
Yes.
was Adolf.
I wonder what his Hebrew name was. And you have to leave room
Thank
for your
you.
daughter to sign underneath there. So
You having
I'm gonna
fun?
sign
But what do I
here.
sign? That?
You're gonna sign this. Just copy what I've written.
This way?
Mm-hmm. No, you gotta go the Hebrew way. Doesn't
gonna
matter,
write
this
the
one's good.
Hebrew?
Start there and go this
I
way.
think you should have somebody that knows how to read Hebrew. I'm saying.
Oh, you already did?
Ruth, the daughter of Abraham. I've got this slanted the wrong way. That's the problem.
One,
Okay.
two.
Let's back, keep going.
One more? No.
Can we do a phone? Just what you need to do.
It's kind of a. Let me do it bigger. Let me do it bigger for you.
That's okay. What is that?
It's a bet.
B?
Yeah.
Want to do?
No, we don't. I goofed, guys.
Hey, Rabbi.
No, you know.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
You're very welcome.
You have another function after this tonight?
Yes.
You do?
Not a function, but I have a funeral tomorrow, and I have an irate parent that I have to go deal with next door.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yaakov.
Oops.
That's all right. That's fine.
Yaakov, the root.
Root.
The V turns into part of the same word.
Right? Mm-hmm.
It's not going to fit, is it?
Yeah. Okay. Another nun. Regular nun.
Jonathan.
This is an opportunity for the bride and groom to look each other in the eye. David, goodbye. This is private part.
We'll see you.
Klein was there, sure, when Ed.
That was the second time, but I didn't learn with experience.
But you seem to have done just fine.
Don't do it. Try again. I'll kill you before you do.
You look fine. It's not a problem.
Brother looks okay.
It's not a problem. Thank you. And thank you for your help this afternoon. That was very kind.
Did I think that we must have really impressed you?
Actually, you guys did impress me. It's a hell of a family. I'll tell you. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, then I understand.
Okay. Rabbi.
Now the rule about holding the chuppah, come this way. The rule about holding chuppah is you have to hold it tight, so it doesn't sag in our heads. You see, that's the only way.
You can sort of just bow it out.
No, tight.
Right. Yeah.
You have to lean back.
Rabbi Moak is not a short man.
Okay. Now, when your bride comes in, you're going to be standing on her. You're going to be standing over here.
On her left. On her left.
And you'll go over and take her from her parents at the bottom of the stairs and bring her, escort her underneath.
Fair enough. Thank you. You have a bride at the door. You hold on to that because you'll be actually be taking out the rings and giving them to us. There are 2 rings in there. Okay? Well, you'll see the diamond one. You'll give me the diamond one to give to Anne, and you'll give Annie the gold one to give to me. Right? You give each of us the other ring.
Put him under the right there.
There goes your carpet.
Go sit right over here.
folks. She's mine. Thank you, Jim. Come on, beautiful.
Jesse and Annie, you have come here to seek God's blessing for the marriage that will unite you in law as you are already united in love for each other. Yivdu et Adonai b'simcha bo lefanav birnana. Serve God with joy and come into God's presence with singing. Brochim habaim b'shem Adonai berachnuchem mi beit Adonai. Blessed be you who come today in the name of the Lord. You've come here to ask God's blessing on your marriage, and in the name of our Jewish faith by which you promise to be guided in your married life, we therefore welcome you, and we therefore ask God's blessings upon you this day. Jesse, do you take this woman to be your wife, promising to honor and to love her, to sustain and to keep her, and to be unto her a faithful husband?
Yes, I do.
And Annie, do you take this man to be your husband, promising to love and to honor him, ever to seek his welfare and to be unto him a faithful wife?
Yes, I do.
Miadir al hakol mi baruch al hakol, hu yavarech hechatan v'hakala. God, who is supreme in majesty beyond all praise and infinitely great, may God bless this bridegroom and this bride. Now, we have some rings here somewhere. Is that correct? Oh, very good.
All right, then we'll give them both to the rabbi. There you go. Thank you, Joseph.
Good.
Thanks, Joe.
These rings are the symbol of the love that unites you, the unbroken love that is symbolized by their roundness. And I ask you, Jesse, to take this ring and to place it upon the, at least temporarily, on your right hand first finger. Okay, right hand first finger. And that's so you can hold it up and show all these good witnesses here that you have it. And after the ceremony, you place it on your ring finger and say these words: Hare at mikudeshet li.
Hare at nekudeshet li.
B'taba'at zu.
B'ta'at zu.
Kedat.
Kedat.
Moshe v'Yisrael.
Moshe v'Yisrael.
By this ring.
By this ring.
Be thou consecrated unto me.
Be thou consecrated unto me.
According to the laws of Moses.
According to the law of Moses and the people of Israel.
And Annie, will you take this ring and place it upon the right hand index finger of Jesse and say, Hare,
Hare,
Ata, Mikudash li, B'taba'at, Zu, Kedat, Moshe, V'Yisrael. By this ring, be thou consecrated unto me.
Be thou consecrated unto me.
According to the laws of Moses.
According to the laws of Moses.
And the people of Israel.
And the people of Israel.
Okay. Now, we're going to take a first cup of wine, which will symbolize your kiddushin. And you know, in Jewish tradition, the word kiddushin means marriage, but it comes from the word kadosh, which means holy. And holy, and the word kadosh, has to do with the idea of separation. Usually we think of it as meaning separate and put aside as special for God. And certainly God has to be part of this relationship. But it also means that you are separate and special one unto the other, and forbidden to all else. It's a sacred commitment. And we raise this cup and we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidesh et hanisuim al yedei chuppah v'kiddushim. And take a little sip and give to your bride to drink.
It's dry bar mitzvah kiddush cup.
Huh?
That's very nice.
just prior to this ceremony, the two of you signed a ketubah, and it was witnessed by good and reliable witnesses, George and Janet. And I would like to read part of the ketubah because it says the promises and records the promises that you make to each other. It says on this second day of the week, the 14th day of Tevet, 5754 here in Seminole, the bride and the groom, Ann Dinner Gross and Jesse Ira Berger, said to each other, "With this ring you are consecrated unto me as my spouse according to the tradition of Moses and the Jewish people. I shall treasure you, nourish you, support you, and respect you as Jewish spouses have devoted themselves to one another with integrity." And further, you have said, "We promise to try to be ever open to one another while cherishing each other's uniqueness, to comfort and challenge each other through life's sorrow and joy, to share our intuition and insight with one another, and above all, to do everything within our power to permit each of us to become the person we are yet to be. And we also pledge to establish a home open to the spiritual potential in all life, a home wherein the flow of the seasons and the passages of life are celebrated through the symbols of our Jewish heritage, a home filled with reverence for learning, loving, and generosity, a home where an ancient melody, candles, and wine sanctify the table, a home joined ever more closely to the community of Israel." And all of this is authorized and validated by the civil authorities of the state of Florida and all the good, reliable witnesses that are present with us here today. Now, a few words. It says in the book of Proverbs, "B'chokhmah yibaneh bayit, u'v'tevunah yitkonan, u'v'da'at yimalu hadarim kol hon yakar v'na'im." And that means, with wisdom the house is builded, with understanding it is made secure, with knowledge its rooms are filled with all the precious things that wealth can buy. The two of you, Annie and Jesse, are now called upon to do something that is not easy to do, and that is to unite two separate lives. You each were free and independent souls, and you're responsible mostly to yourself. And now you're going to have to become responsible to another human being in a very important way. It's not easy to do, and it's not easy to do without giving up your own personhood at the same time, to become one and yet remain two. It's a very delicate balancing act. And you're going to have to exercise the wisdom of understanding that your two united beings can only be united as long as you give each other that respect of individuality. And you're going to have to exercise the understanding to know that the home and the life that you build together is never a secure place as long as you rely on only your own ability to create and to establish, but knowing that the winds of change and the vagaries of history can always sweep away good things, you have to rely on God's grace and each other's inner strength to get you through difficult times. And you have to exercise the knowledge to know that the love and the respect that you give each other are the most precious things that you have. Annie, Jesse loves you, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with you because you are the very best person that he has ever met. And because he knows that you're good for him, and he knows that he wants to spend his life with you. He loves you because you are spirited and feisty. And he loves you because you know when to challenge him and when to assert yourself, and because you are his best guide in life. And he loves you because you make certain that he considers all the inner implications of whatever he chooses to do, because sometimes he doesn't always do that. And because you play together, and he cherishes and loves that. And he loves you because you know how to overcome difficulties and because you are dedicated to whatever you do in life and because you take your Jewish spiritual life seriously, which he values greatly, and because you make him laugh, and because you are steadfast and dedicated to your family and to his family, and because you are honest and straightforward, and because you look at things from more than one angle, but you try to see things from various perspectives. And Jesse, you are a person whom Annie wants to spend her life with because you are her best friend, because she wants you to be her life partner. She loves you because you have truly dedicated your life to the learning and the teaching of our Jewish faith. She loves you because you are the most loving person that she has met. She admires your integrity and she admires the choices that you make in life. And most of all, she admires your adherence to values and the respect that you accord her as a human being. And she appreciates that you look after her and her needs. And she loves you because of the way that you make her laugh. Jesse and Annie, both of you are human beings who give each other so much. And humor is an important part of that. You both make each other laugh. You both know how to diffuse situations that cause strain in your relationship by turning to humor. You both have dedicated yourself to Jewish life. And you both work in supportive fields. And you are a person who works in a supportive role in the healthcare field, doing public relations. And Jesse, you are a person who works in a supportive field in education in terms of being a chief financial officer of a major graduate school. And so you now are going to be asked by this congregation of loved ones, by each other, by your God, to exercise the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding that you will have to take that same ability of being in supportive roles and apply it to each other, to be each other's support through good times, of course, through times of personal expression, but also through the difficult times that are the great stresses of life. And just as your careers call upon you to give much of yourselves there, and your dedication to Jewish life calls upon you to give much there, you must remember always to put each other first above everything else. And now I'm going to intone the 7 wedding blessings that will sanctify you and your marriage. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol bara lichvodo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam b'tzalmo. Sameach tesamach re'im ha'ahuvim kesamechacha yetzircha began Eden mikedem. Baruch atah Adonai Misameach Chatan v'chala. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sason v'simcha Chatan v'chala. Ilarina ditza v'chedva ahava v'achava v'shalom v'reut mehera Adonai Eloheinu Yishama b'yarei Yehuda u'v'chutzot Yerushalayim kol sason v'kol simcha kol chatan v'kol kala kol mitzalot chatanim mekupatam u'narim mimishte neginatam Baruch atah Adonai Misameach Hatan Im Hakala. We praise you, O God, creator of the fruit of the vine. We praise you, O God, who has given us life, who has sustained us, who has enabled us to reach this sacred moment. We praise you, O God, who has created all things for your glory. We praise you, O God, who is creator of human beings. We praise you, O God, who has made human beings in your image. We praise you, O God, for abundant happiness to these your children united in love. Fill them with the joy which, according to the ancient legend, your children experience all the world, the sound of joy and the sound of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. Praised are you, O God, who causes bridegroom and bride to rejoice together. Amen.
Amen.
Jesse and Annie, now that you have pledged your love and loyalty to one another and have before God and this sacred congregation entered into the covenant of marriage, we pray that your life together will be abundant with happiness. But we must remember that in the cup of life, joys and sorrows are commingled. And even as your love will enhance the sweetness of joys, so will it lighten life's burdens. For henceforth you will share all things, even as you have shared from this cup of wine. Now, we always end a Jewish wedding ceremony with the breaking of a glass. And we're told that that is because of, thank you, Jay, we're told that that's because
It's my favorite cutting board, Jay.
of remembering the destruction of Jerusalem, even in joyous occasions. I've never bought that as a historical reason for doing it. I see it as something that goes back far beyond even the birth of Judaism to pagan times when joyous occasions were always accompanied by the shattering of things and the breaking of things and the making of loud noises to scare away evil spirits, which of course we don't believe in. But nevertheless, it won't hurt. And not only that, but just as, I guess to me it means that whatever unhappiness and whatever difficulty you encounter in life, you will be able to overcome just as you are able to simply smash this glass with ease. And just as this glass, once it's smashed, can never be put back together again into a single whole, we ask also that the opposite be true, and that is that just as your two lives have been totally separate until now, that once you are united in marriage, you will never be able to be separated.
You want to do first shot?
No. No thanks, Jeff.
Hi, beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Put these on now?
Sure. You can play
I got my gloves.
You take off your glove. Oh, you want a shot? You better go see your daddy.
A kiss?
Oh, you want a kiss? Sure. We could do that easily.
Yeah, that we can do.
Thanks for her.
I really want to thank Terry, first of all. I know everyone knows. And I want to certainly thank Rabbi Moog, who I'm not sure if you realize all of the things that he had to do to get ready for tonight, both in his own conscience to marry somebody on short notice.
This is a one-time offer.
When I told him, he said, Jay, this isn't Las Vegas. But I really want to propose a toast to Ian and Jess. And I guess the fairy tale saying goes, I thought I was going to have till April to say this. I had 40 years, then I had a few more months. And I guess what I'm thinking is that sometimes you have to try many different people, as the fairy tale goes, before you find the prince. And I hope your lives will be a fairy tale.
Oh, that's sweet, Jay.
Hi.
Oh, that was very nice.
We're going to have hors d'oeuvres, and then I'm going to change hats, and I'm going to put on my chef's hat and cook dinner.
Toast and a special thank you, first of all, to all of you for coming. It was very sweet. I know usually we give Terry and Jay a week to prepare for these events. They've now got it down to where 22 hours is more than sufficient. I'd also like to thank Jimmy and George, because without Jimmy and George, this would never have happened. And I am very grateful to Jimmy and George Gross.
Thank you.
Very seldom speaks the
Over food.
All your best kids get married at
St. Peter.
Oh, it's like Ethiopian bread. So what is that, like a pancake on one side?
it just sets you forward. It's not like it's not. Right now we can't.
What does the bride have to say?
This is all rather unreal, and my sister-in-law and my brother deserve all the thanks and our gratitude, as Jesse said. This is really fabulous. If we'd planned it for 5 years, it couldn't be more beautiful. You'll tell me to speak into the microphone. You'll tell me later.
I'm off for freedom.
You are? Oh, now we can talk.
Flower right in your own. Can you smell it?
But I want it right next to each other. Get real close.
How nice.
Backstage at the wedding dinner, we've just flown in 2 giant salmon from San Francisco via Publix, our local grocery store. And we're cooking them up now. This is going to be the wedding dinner. Grilled salmon with dill, butter, and lemon. Margarine, excuse me. Jesse's very health conscious.
I have a very big question.
Sure. And it's meant to
Change my fast.
Runs everything. He runs everything. Works very long hours. Early in the morning, very late.
to leave tomorrow because you weren't getting married. Plans change around here.
Like Eddie says, you know,
It's great because you don't think about when you're on the plane, you know you're going.
I only want to wish Jess and Annie all the very, very best. And I want to make sure that Jesse takes care of my Anna Banana because, you know, he'll have to answer to me if he's not a good boy. God bless you both.
Jesse, and Annie, this is the most wonderful wedding that I've ever been to. I loved it. It was fabulous. Mazel tov, congratulations. And I wish you many, many years of happiness. Good luck.
Jesse, we're so honored to be here this evening. It feels strange not being the only relative, but we feel we're relatives. And we can't wish you any more than we wish ourselves. And I want you to know you've both made everyone so happy that this night will always be remembered. God bless you and have many, many years of happiness, health, and married life. And now, my beloved wife, Lois.
Congratulations. He said everything I would have said. How about the father of the bride?
This is a very happy night in my life, and my wish for Ann and Jess is to live a long, healthy, happy life with every good things coming to them. May they always be in love, and may their life be filled with happiness every turn of the way.
Hello, everybody. It's very seldom that I'm at loss for words. It's difficult to really express how I feel. I think that Terry and Jay have done a fabulous job. I think this wedding is so special, and I think having the new family that we've had since Jay got married, the Silverbergs, and here is a great source of pleasure for all of us. We've enjoyed many happy occasions together. May they continue. And I'm delighted that our friends, the Odenses, could be here because what was supposed to have been, I don't know if you know this, a surprise party for me has turned into the nicest thing that could happen, that we could all share in Ann and Jess's wedding. And God bless them and God bless all of us. Here's
Annie and Jess, I want to wish you the best that life has to offer.
Okay, but seriously, folks, let me talk to you about this. Can we talk? We have a wedding going on here. When I talked to Terry this morning, she said, Shell, you want to come to a wedding tonight? I said, I wanted you to come to a movie. So all I can say is that this is better than any movie because this has got a for sure happy ending, beginning and middle, and I'm happy to be here. And thank you, and mazel tov, and good luck. And I have nachas up to here, and up to here, and up to here, because I'm so happy for you.
I want to say congratulations to Jess and Annie, who are a wonderful pair of people. And I just love knowing them, and I wish them all the love and happiness in the world. Don, would you like to say something for Annie and Jess?
Sure, I would. When I heard that they were going to be married, can you hear me? When I heard they were going to be married today here, I was so excited because the thought of Jane and I being able to be at their wedding was just one of the most exciting moments that we've had.
Yes.
And I have to say this too, that Terry and Jay have performed such a wonderful mitzvah to have a wedding at their house.
Yeah.
And in 20 years from today, they'll never forget that they had this wonderful wedding at their house.
And good luck again to Jess and Ann. Bye-bye.
Mazel tov to Ann and Jess. Best wishes for many happy, happy years together. We love you both, and we wish you only the best.
Now you can be miserable like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Abby, what do you say to your Uncle Jesse? Anything?
How about?
Seriously, we think you're really well suited, and you're going to have just a great life together, and you're going to have a lot of the wonderful simchas that we've experienced, and we're going to be very close, and there's going to be a lot of good times. And it's a good thing you didn't get your ring at Jess Jewelers, because when you need the guarantee, where are they going to be? Come on in, Tom. Tell them where you're going.
Jess, when you need the guarantee, we'll be in Mexico.
My brother-in-law, Tom Jess. Thank you.
I'm waiting until
Way to call me out, dude. I can have one trouble. You're out.
You're out. By the way. This is what it's like to do for each other.
Jeez, make it better. That was the one thing
Terry? Oh, yes, he's over there.
How about kissing the bride?
Oh.
You betcha.
Look, they have a baby already. They have a baby. That's why we did it. Do it again.
Does everybody have bread?
Yes, we do. No.
Could you get yourself a piece?
Here, Joe, we'll share with you.
Here we have another challah here. We had to get the challah bakers to work on an off day, which wasn't
I
easy.
was wondering where you got it.
Publix.
How about you, Joe?
That's what Jess is doing.
Joe, would you lead us?
How about Terry?
Terry, would you lead us?
How about Joseph?
Terry.
Joseph, how about
Joseph, come help me.
Excellent idea.
And Abby.
Abby, you'll help down there. Ready, Jenny?
Yes.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Good Shabbos.
It's not Shabbos.
It's not Shabbos.
Can we do it? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Amen.
I'd just like to say a few words. I just want to thank again Terry and Jay, and to give my very best from George. I've always been speaking for George for 46 years.
44 years.
So I'll continue to speak for George and tell you that our cup runneth over with happiness for Anne and for Jesse and for the love that all of you have shown to all of us over the years.
You're telling me this is really legal? Oh, it's by the book?
According to the state of Florida and the law of Moses, we
I
are
can't
married.
believe the whole thing.
It's amazing.
What about the blood test?
No.
No blood?
We came down here on vacation.
Jesse didn't even bring, I said, Jess, why don't you bring a nice pair of shoes with you over to the West Coast? We
Terry used to play the piano. It never sounded this good.
She used to play the violin. And he's a party.
I never played a spacious place. Tom played the banjo.
In my apartment.
Did that too.
And he played the violin.
I'm 14.
I thought it played the tuba.
That prepped him for the show.
Dun, dun, dun. Can I brush
Yeah.
my head next?
No, please.
Don't touch
We're
it, you
gonna wheel
guys.
It in, guys,
They
okay?
nice and grab.
No. All right, come on, guys. Give me a hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, look out.
You're hired. You've got the job.
We called quick cake.
I told you for Dominic's pizza.
I'll tell you one thing about you.
Is that
She probably ordered that for the birthday party.
The whole thing, including the pearls.
The pearls are recent.
How's your chair? How did she do that? Pictures. Jay's taking pictures. What did you do? Take your shoes off? After
Hold on. We're getting different advice. Can we take the top layer and do what?
No, please.
Hold. You think I'm gonna fly with this? Yeah, next Monday.
I tell you the truth, the bottom was your cake. So I told him, well, put some on. We'll make it wedding cake, okay?
Then you have one, he's gonna have another day with us, Candy. And Terry, he's gonna have another day with us this week.
Maybe I'll cut two from pretty
The bro.
Yeah, I feed this to you, right? Yes, I'm gonna throw this to
Annie, Jesse, give me a smile.
Get together, like each other a little
Oh,
bit.
no.
That's okay.
We make a mess.
The bottom is carrot cake.
Are you guys gonna do that thing?
Thank you. Come here.
I'm gonna move out of the way.
No.
This is all spontaneous, you know. Okay, together we're doing it.
Did you miss it, Jay? Forget the whole thing now. You can take it away.
I got one angle.
Oh, what are you gonna do to
Now, just a minute.
Not to me.
You need a little.
It's live. Just a minute.
nothing. We need more.
That way.
Can you look at me, please?
Smile. Say cheese.
Can we get... Sorry, but it had
Abby.
No. We'll get you a nice piece. How's that?
I want the whole cup.
I don't think you'll do
Joe. Abby, be careful with those plates. Turn around. Let me see you.
Daddy. Goodbye, Daddy. We're gonna have to get Mommy on the job.
Oh, yeah. We have
That was the nicest wedding I've ever seen in the house.
This is going to be the end of the video.
The party's just beginning. What a way to start the new year!
Really, guys, what a way to start the new year. Let me see, Terry, turn around with that boogie.
Did you say night-night? Bye-bye. It's been fun. Night-night.
This is the star photographer who's leaving in addition to the video. Thank you.
I know. Good old Shell.
Shut Shell.
You know that?
Wait a second, say it again.
This was a dream come true. This was the most perfect wedding, perfect night, the perfect home.
Can you believe you're married?
No.
You're going to wake up tomorrow morning as Mrs. Berger.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning freaked up and say, it's Terry's fault. This was a shotgun
Mrs.
wedding.
Hamburger.
Somebody will call you Mrs. Burger and
I'll look around and say, Natalie's here.
Really?
How about if you change your name to Cheese? Cheeseburger.
I get it.
What's
The people that made it all possible.
Well, we already got dinner. We got dinner burger.
Take Ev's picture. She doesn't want it. You.
This is what happens, folks, when your children have too much sugar.
Yeah, probably.
Combined with too much Super Nintendo.
No. Play Super Nintendo.
You can play Super
Where's
Nintendo
Joe?
with you, huh?
She's
Do you want to
showing
call
you
Aunt
around.
Dorothy, or is she asleep?
I want to find out what these kids are gonna do.
The party's
You know
over.
what? Emmy's a little too far from the piano. She needs a little help there to get close.
Can I just get an interview with Dad? How was it, Dad?
Just beautiful. Just beautiful.
What do you think of what the rabbi said?
I thought he was great, Joe. Didn't you?
Uh-huh.
He's a nice guy.
Can you believe your daughter's married?
Well, it's going to take me a few days to realize it, but I'm sure I will.
How about your daughter-in-law, Terry?
Well, she's in a class by herself.
That's what I heard, too.
Dad, where's Annie?
And he's getting dressed for you.
Where?
In her going-away clothes. You've had a pretty busy week since you arrived in Florida.
And how?
What do you think of Evie?
That's something special, too.
How about Joseph?
He's always been special. Joey, I thought the party last night was good, too, didn't you?
Wonderful.
The food was good.
Turned out to be the prenuptial dinner.
Yeah.